guys, sorry it's been so long since we've seen you, but we've been really busy. We started 6th and 8th grade, and we're now on Nikki's bed. She got a new bed. It's cool.
I can't stay up this little.
But yeah, we're sitting on the ledge. But if we're feeling up to it, we might do like a room tour later of Nikki's room. My room's sort of like, it's a mess. But yeah,
I clean my room.
well, I just don't make my bed as nice as she does. So that's why we're filming in her room today. But anyway, today, since we figured it was getting close to the Halloween, so we decided to do a pumpkin
Reeses.
Yeah, so.
And I'm excited, but I'm not, because when my mom got this weird peanut butter, and it tasted like oil, but then she got the regular kind, and now I'm scared I don't like peanut butter anymore.
It's okay. We're gonna turn this peanut butter into something fantastic. So let's go. Okay, so you guys are first gonna need a medium saucepan. Then you're gonna need, we sort of cut in half this recipe. So we're using 2 tablespoons of Crisco, otherwise known as 1/4 divided into 2. So we didn't know what that was, so we just decided. It's like 1/8, it's 1/8. So we have 2 tablespoons of Crisco. You can use regular butter, but the Crisco gives it better flavor. Then we're gonna add a few pinchfuls of salt. You're gonna need a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. You're gonna need a 3/4 cup, but we have divided it into 1/4 and 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Then you're gonna need vanilla extract, but that is optional. We will leave all of the stuff in the description box below. Then we're gonna need, in order to coat the Reese's peanut butter pumpkins, you're gonna need chocolate. So any type of chocolate.
And if you want, it's optional. You can dye your peanut butter orange.
But we're not going to, no. But it can be any type of chocolate. We are using the semi-sweet Nestle chocolate chips. But I mean, you just want something that doesn't contain cocoa, or that doesn't contain cocoa. So this thing is not. It contains vegetable oil. Somewhere it says.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, whatever. But anyway, you just need something that you don't need to temper, because otherwise the chocolate will not be as good. Okay, so let's get cooking. Okay, so you guys are first gonna add in all of the peanut butter, and you want to make sure that your stove is completely off, because otherwise it could potentially burn since you're not stirring it and you're still adding in ingredients. Oh yeah, and by the way, you guys can use a knife for this part, because it's sort of hard to get out with only your spoon, because then it gets stuck to the spoon. So yeah, I recommend using it. Okay, so Nikki is now done with putting in the peanut butter, finally. So now she's adding her 1/2 cup of powdered sugar and her 2 tablespoons of Crisco, but you guys can use butter like I said before. And then she's going to add in her 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You guys can add more or less depending on how much you like vanilla, but we're deciding a 1/2 teaspoon. Nikki accidentally spilled her powdered sugar. But anyways, so now that we have all of the ingredients in, besides the salt, we're gonna add that in later. We can turn on the stove onto medium, not high, because we accidentally did that on high. And you wanna start stirring it until it turns into a liquid. So we will be back after we're done stirring. Well, in the process of stirring. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have continued to mix it. We've been mixing it for about a minute there, and we forgot to add the salt. So since we wanted the peanut butter to taste like the actual Reese's peanut butter, we want to add salt. You guys don't have to, it just won't taste exactly like the Reese's peanut butter. So we ended up adding 4 pinchfuls, I think. So you guys can't see me adding it, but I did add it. Again, make sure that it is on medium because your peanut butter will burn. Ours started burning, and then I realized I forgot to turn it down to medium. So yes, make sure that you do that because burnt peanut butter does not taste very good. So yes, we will be back after we are done stirring. Okay, so we are pretty much done. So you want to continue to stir it and adding your powdered sugar because that will help thicken up the peanut butter. That way it'll be better to work with and easier to work with once it is firm. So take it off of the heat. Sorry you guys can't see it. I'm trying to video and stir it. But you guys want to take it off the heat, turn off the stove, and put it on a hot plate. And then you want to just keep on stirring it because the pan is still hot, so it can still potentially burn. Make sure that it is on a hot plate because you don't want to ruin any of your counters or anything like that. So after you guys are done stirring it and it's kind of cool, you guys want to put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. That way it can cool down and firm up. That way it'll be easy to work with and shape into pumpkins. So yeah, let it sit for 30 minutes in the fridge. If you guys want to speed up the process, I guess you could put it in the freezer. Well, we aren't. So let me know how it works in the comment section down below. Then in it goes for 30 minutes or until burned. Okay, so we finished up warming our chocolate. We ended up doing 10 seconds, then stir until it got to the consistency that we wanted. But we had to add milk because it started getting really thick and everything. So I suggest adding milk if you're using the chips, chocolate chips. So next, you guys need to make sure that the consistency is really runny. Like it needs to be able to drip off of your fork or spoon or whatever you're doing without clumping like it is here. So it should just be able to drizzle easily off of your fork. Okay, so ignore my mouth. I didn't know what I was saying at the moment, so I'm just recording it while watching the video. But anyway, you want to roll this in a ball and you want to flatten it out a little bit until you get the thickness that you want. Then take a small piece of peanut butter and flatten it out into a rectangle. That way it makes the stem. Then you want to take a fork, put the pumpkin that you attached the stem with, you put that on. Then you want to put the pumpkin on a fork, dunk it into chocolate, make sure that it's all coated, but you have to do this very quickly because the peanut butter will start melting since the chocolate is pretty hot. So you need to work quickly and make sure that it doesn't melt. Then place the pumpkin back onto the plastic wrap after it has been in the chocolate. And then you just want to pop those in the fridge and let it sit for a while. And then after a few hours, probably, it'll be done. So that's how you make a pumpkin Reese's cup. Okay, so here I am showing you how we dunked it. So our bowl was sort of too deep, and so our fork and everything didn't really dunk the pumpkin all the way down, and it also would have helped if we had a lot more chocolate. So get more chocolate and try using like maybe like a plate or something, but just something that you can dip the whole entire fork in. That way you can cover the pumpkin without having to use a spoon and everything, because it'll just make the process a lot easier. So that's all that we are showing you here, is how you dunk. And then Nikki came up with another idea of just pouring the chocolate over and then flipping it and then dunking it the other side, and that way it wouldn't fall apart, because hers was a lot bigger than ours. So if you guys can test out which way you guys want to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys like this. Please give it a
Thumbs up,
comment down below what you guys want to see next time, and
subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
bye.